You're in this kind of situation where your dad doesn't understand you. You're trying to tell him your idea doesn't work. I don't want to do this. You're wrong. You know your dad is wrong. That he's doing dumb decision. He's destroying your life. And you are right about the things that you want to do. But he just don't listen. He's just too arrogant to listen. Well, you're not alone. It's like it's with every Indian parent, every Asian parent, especially Indian. I was in this situation where my dad is actually going to destroy my life, and I managed to convince him. So here's how we actually basically how to deal with Asian parents. Because why Asian parents? If what I did was applicable to brown Indian parents, because brown Indian parents are hardest to convince. They are at this level 100 to convince. Everyone is below them. In terms of like difficulty of convincing parents. So if anyone is at if your parents are at Asian parents level 80, level 100 weapon will work. Yeah. So listen, even if you are not Indian, you can understand the language. And if you are not Asian, if you are from Western or any other country, let's still will work because it's a level 100 weapon I'm going to give you. 6 weapons, which will help you to convince your parents. Not just convince your parents, but mom and dad. Not just convince them, but make them see you as a man who has grown up, who's not a little bit the boy anymore, but he was a fucking man now. So let's talk about the things. So first is your dad doesn't actually listen to you because he feels like you're a little boy. You don't know how the world works. You don't know what he believes. Okay, he believes that oh he doesn't know what he's doing. Oh he's just my little boy, right? Who just smells like cum. Like if you're a fat bro, your dad and mom can actually smell your cum. Yeah, you may be thinking, no, 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 I actually washed it up with really good water, my tap water. Guess what? You actually get used to that smell, so you don't feel anything, but your parents can slightly smell it and tell it. They are not idiots. Your dad is in the relationship, let's say, for 20 years. He knows how does something smell like. Your mom as well. So if you're fapping and you're literally a cum boy, like, they're not going to listen to you. Obviously, fucking not. And if you say, oh, I just stopped masturbating from like last 2 months, yeah, but the thing is, it just has been 2 months, not 2 years. So they don't see you from your cum boy to just a boy. That's like you level 0 to level 1. So there are like 4 levels to this shit. Level 0 obviously cum boy, teenager, young man, man. Fifth is a leader. So let's talk about it. That your dad just thinks that you don't know the thing, even though he's wrong. So your dad's information knowledge comes from other man. So your dad literally listens to other man who might not have the best intent for you, for your family, and he just applies. He said that this is what will work. This is what I think. He's wrong. He's completely dumb. Yeah, he's idiot. Sorry to say this, bro, but yeah, your dad is it. If he just listen to other man, whatever they're telling him, and he just saying to you, son, listen to me. This is what I think works, even though it's clearly not even his beliefs. It's clearly not his own idea. It's clearly not his own research. Like, how fucking dumb is that, bro? Like, most Indian parents listen to other man. Most of the time, it's just man, okay? Could be woman, but most of the time, your dad listens to other man and gets brainwashed into believing some things are better for you. He never done his own research. He never, for example, he was telling you to become a doctor because he thinks that, oh, but doctors makes a lot of money. His friend told him, oh, doctors makes a lot of money. He really make like $10,000 a month. Yeah, not all doctor. And they live a depressed, suicidal life. It's something that he doesn't know that doctor has to work out 100 hours a week, night shift, be suicidal, depressed. I've seen many doctors are actually being fat. I just looked at the doctor. Actually, I got sick. Gone to a doctor and I just looked at him. I was like, yeah, doctor. Don't take it as an offense, but I think you should go do your medical checkup. He was looking sick, and he was a doctor for sickness. How sick is that? He was a doctor for sickness. You are looking sick. Oh, look! I looked at him. I was telling him. I want to tell him like, whatever medicine you are recommending to me, you should take them as well because you look sick. So doctors literally live like a miserable life for a really long time till they make their own hospital where they hire people to work under them who lives miserable life because they are doctors who working under who are working till that point where they have their own hospital. They live a miserable life. Your dad doesn't know that. He doesn't know because he never fucking did his own research. So you have to realize this, that yes, your dad is wrong. You should not hate your dad. You should tell him, I love him. I love you. Tell yourself that, hello, my dad. I don't hate him. I'm definitely not going to listen to what he says because he's wrong. So, how do you convince your dad? You first, let's talk about convincing your dad and fixing this problem with Asian parents forever. Like, this is the last video you need to watch on how to fix the relationship with your parents, how to convince your parents for some things, how to become the leader of your family rather than your dad being a leader. Everything will be in one video. You don't never need to watch any other video. I can guarantee you that. So first, go get a job. That's like the first thing I would say. First, go get a job. Why? And yeah, also with the job, do business and get a job. And when you're getting job, go like to get like a brain dead job like receptionist, cashier, where you just have to deal with the customer 5-10 minutes, and you can just go and do your online work like making a business, drop shipping, video editing, whatever it is, freelancing, because so that you actually get paid to do work, literally get paid to work on your business. How sick is that? And what happens when you get the job? Your dad actually sees you. Okay, he wakes up at 7 a.m. He drives to work at 8:30. He comes to at 5:30. Oh, he's becoming he's kind of more like me, because if your parents has a job, like if your dad has a job or your mom has a job, your dad kind of starts to see you as someone, a man like him. Doesn't see you like a boy. He starts to see you as a man, because what happens is that he's going to the job every single day, doing the job for 5 days a week, let's say, and sees you doing the same thing. So he kind of like has this similarity mindset that, oh, he's just like me. So he kind of starts to see you from a boy to, oh, just like me. Your level is up now. He kind of sees you as a man, because you have to have a responsibility. You have to kind of wake up early, reach at the job on the 9 a.m. For example, it's at 9. You can't go at the 9:30 and say like, ah, I just got late. Or they'll say, okay, here's how much money will be minus from your salary because you got late. And like 25% of the day, if you're making like say 1,000 rupees in a day, so they cut you like 250 rupees or something like that, is get cutted. So he understands that and sees you being more responsible. That's one single thing changes literally the way your dad views you, and your mom as well. They view you as a respectful man, a purposeful man, even though it's not like your actual purpose or anything, but they just view you as that. And when they see you like working hard, even the job may not be that hard, so they just feel like, yeah, he's grown up. That's the most important. They see you and doing a job, they feel like, yes, my son has grown up. Good. They are never going to say you on your face that, son, I'm proud of you. You're grown up, man. But they'll have it in their hearts, in their mind that, yes, finally he's grown up. Actually, you can actually see them on their face. So what happened was, I actually doing a job on a construction site. It was more like a training, and I wasn't getting paid. Yeah, but every time I just go to on the time, just wake up and time to go to job, I actually see my mom's face that she kind of look a bit happy. Yeah, so she feel like he's doing something good. My dad actually took me more seriously because of that one single thing. This is like 80-20 rule. If I had to rate anything of this from the 6 steps to this one step, it would be 50%. It is that important. And do the business work, because you don't want to be in a dead end job, brain dead job forever. Obviously, no. So that's the one thing. I'll call it only one thing. Second is physique. I'll include the whole segment as, if you are fat, get lean. If you are skinny, get lean. You don't have to go like, oh, extra bulk 4,000 calories. Just get a fairly good amount of muscle on your body. Look good. That's the physical fitness. Second, the clothes you wear. So what happens is that if your dad is doing a job, he sees his manager, his boss, or his senior boss come in a really well dressed, and he kind of gets used to giving respect to his boss who's well dressed. So when you start to dress well, like some office dress, suit, tie, he started to give you respect. And now it's going to sound weird that how does it work? He gives his boss respect to dress well. Why would it do the same for me? Because it's a psychology, it's a mindset. It's stored in kind of like his cache memory. Like, your apps has like this cache memory option. Temporary memory is stored there in the memory. So it kind of starts to repeat the same thing. There's a good one. He has built up the habit of giving the respect to the man who dressed well. Whether let be in his business, let's say your dad does business, he used to giving the respect to the clients who dress well. So that habit transfers to you who is dressed well. So dress well. You don't have to wear the office dress all the time 24/7. Just wear good clothes. not like a degenerate TikTok boys. Like the pants, like the ones that I wear, like the gym clothes all day. Don't wear that. Yeah, should I just change it for this video? But yeah, sorry. Don't wear like this gym type of clothes all the day, 24/7. Wear high quality clothes. Doesn't have to be expensive. Just wear good quality clothes that makes you when you go to a mirror and see, you should see a man in these clothes and not a boy. So wear the clothes that men's wear, not the boys wear, like the TikTok boys. It's like hoodies. Never fucking wear a hoodie in house. Your dad will say you as a boy. He's going to think, yeah, he's just doing a job. So when you start doing a job, your dad sees you as a instead of from the boy. If you're at the level zero, as I told you, well, he actually sees you as a teenager. But when you start to dress well, have a good physique, because gym takes like months to build a good physique. Here's the example: two twins, both are age of 5. One twin eats junk food every day, burger, pizza. That's his diet. He drinks Coca-Cola. He doesn't even drink water that much. And second twin, he eats clean. He doesn't sit for like 8 hours a day like how most children do. He's kind of like gets more sunlight. He doesn't live in a bad moldy environment like how most of us live. Well, both of them for a month there will be no difference in looks. They will look exactly the same for a month. And after 2-3 months, when this twin starts to look better, this starts to slightly look bad. Realize this. Gym takes time, so this is what the things you should be doing in meanwhile. Meanwhile, in the step two, which is physique. So first was money. Step two is physique. So in a physique, you should dress well, hit the gym, clean yourself up every single day. Take a shower. Not saying you to do a cold shower, this and that. Get a warm shower, bro. Cold shower is a bit hard. I actually do cold shower every day in summer. In winter, I turn on the warmer a bit. Yeah. So dress well, smell well. Like if you take a shower every day, and especially important if you have like a hair all over your body, like most Indians have, trim up all the hairs, like hairs on your hand. You see, I literally had like a bit of hair that just grown up. Remove all the hairs on your hand, legs, belly, chest, back, neck. Why? Because hair generates, if you have more hairs, hair will generate more heat, so your body will sweat more. When your body sweats more, the sweat kind of gets trapped in your clothes and on your body. So that's actually bad for bacterial growth and fungal infection, all the bad hygiene. But you smell bad. If you will not feel this, like you are, because you are used to this smell. But everyone who is not used to your smell will smell it. That's a smell game. It's going to work. Trust me. Trim up all your hairs, except for you don't have to trim up like hairs on your head and mustache, beard, all that shit. No, don't do that. Just trim up all the unnecessary hairs on your body, especially genitals. Seriously, man. Like that's the hygienic part and the smell part. Like if you don't want to smell bad, this is what you need to do. And this is what I actually did, and it worked for me. Like I was just smelling bad, but then when I think about it, like, wait, why do I have the hairs? Okay, so a monkey has a hair because in the winter he has to protect himself from cold. We are not monkeys. We are grown-up human beings, evolved human beings. We have the clothes, so why do we need the hairs? We never need the hairs. So it just made a sense for me that I thought, hey, I should trim up my hairs. When I did, it was actually for the resistance band to be so I was kind of getting it trapped in my hairs, and it was really hurting because it's kind of stretches the hair. So I just trimmed it off. All the hairs actually start smelling better. So trim up your hairs to smell better. You don't have to use fragrance, deodorant. All of them are garbage. Here's what happened. Like one day, like I was going to the gym. So when I was going to the gym. There was a guy who was just uses some spray fragrance, and it was just so strong that I was like, bro, don't use too much of that deodorant shit. Go and get a wash. Wash yourself up. This is what people think when you're overusing like a fragrance. Because do you think like people don't realize an artificial smell versus natural smell? Obviously, they fucking do. So what happens is when you're just using deodorant all the time, everyone thinks starts to think in their psychological like in their mind that he is not well clean. He's not taking shower. He's not taking bath. That's why he's using it. That's how people start to view you. Even if you're using this or not doing it or doing it the shower, that's how people start to see you. So yeah, clean yourself up every day, trim up the hair, you'll smell better. I'll tell you why this is important. Next thing is to in the step two in the rendered is to actually get a better. If you are like the must, if you can go to mustache and well have a good manly mustache and manly hairstyle and manly beard, like that will make you look like a man. So when you do this hairstyle and stuff, like you go to the mirror and you will see yourself looking like a man and not a boy. That's the kind of hairstyle you want. Why? Because second thing, first was making you into a man. Second thing was physical a physique, which was making you look like a man. So when your dad just sees you dressed well, good cleaned, no smell, he says, okay, my son is actually is young man now. Now you're at the level 3, young man, and this is what happens. Like when you're just smelling bad, your dad says, stinky boy, smelling good, good, my boy. Dress well, smell nice, and have a good hairstyle and stuff. Oh, he's good. He's a young man. Now, from that level 3 of young man to the next level is to actually be a man. Fucking finally. So you at level 1 you'll say, at level 0 you'll say, cummy boy, stinky boy. Level 1, my boy. Level 2, my teenager. Level 3, oh he's a young man. Level 4 is, oh he's a man. So how do you become a fucking man? Now the step 3 is to actually take responsibility of things. This includes things like making your own food, cooking your own food. You don't have to cook 3 meals. If you are eating 3 meals, you don't have to cook all three of them. Just to cook one. Maybe cook your breakfast, dinner. I only do like 2 meals a day because I don't want to do 1 meal a day, but I just lost too much of weight. So yeah, just maybe cook like 1 or 2 meals a day, 2 meals depending on how much you eat, and clean your own bed, your own room. Why? Because if you're thinking, oh no no no, that will make you look like a girl. No, that will make you look like a responsible man who is an adult now. Why? Because if you think about this, logically think about this. When man goes to a war, when there was like a war, so one king want to kill another king, there was no woman in the war. Man has to cook for themselves, hunt for themselves, clean their own clothes because there was no there was no washing machine. You have to just clean your own clothes. Otherwise, you're going to smell like shit. You have to heal your own wounds. You have to find a place to sleep by yourself. You have to clean up your tent or whatever you are living in by that time. You see, all of this like responsibility stuff they have to do for themselves. They have to clean up their environment if they don't want to smell like shit. They have to go clean themselves up. Like all this stuff is masculine. It's not feminine. So clean your start with your bed. Make your own bed. So what happens is that your mom actually sees you making your own bed. She actually tells your dad as well. Not in front of you. You will never know if your mom has told your dad or not. You will never know in your life. But she will when you start taking responsibility for the small things like cleaning the room, house, terrace, and see car, scooter, bike, all this stuff. And she tells your dad will actually see you as well sometimes, and he will think, okay, he's starting to take stuff seriously. Okay, he can take care of himself. Okay, good, good. My he's actually it's a man now. Because what happens is, here's the thing. When I started cooking by myself, cleaning up my own room, they start to see me more responsible. My dad actually start to see me more responsible. Man, his viewpoint just got changed. When I talk to him, he's kind of paying attention. It's not like, so I had to listen to this boy. It's like, okay, let's hear out what he has to say. Literally, the thinking pattern is changed. Like I can actually visually see. If you ever going to like with your dad and he's talking to some man at his level or above, let's say he's talking to his boss or his colleague, you'll see that he talks differently compared to if he has to talk to some 16-year-old high school boy, let's say 15-year-old high school boy. If you just see the level of difference there is the body language, the voice, the tone, everything is different. The eye contact, the thing that he listens to, the way he speaks, everything is different. Why does he give him more respect? Not him, his colleagues and his boss more respect because they are more responsible. They have a job, they have a purpose, they are more of a man. They dress well, dress nice. And you in the office, if someone just dress badly and smells like shit, it doesn't get much of a respect. That's a common sense. You already know that. So you have to start taking responsibility. When you do that, your dad says, okay, he's taking responsibility for everything. He's becoming more of an adult. This is how things goes in their mind. It's not 24/7 just thinking, okay, he's becoming more of a man. Okay, no. No, it's kind of plays in the mind, like a psychological thing. It's a bit tough, but just trust me, listen to me, and do what I say. You will have a good life. It's as simple as that. Why? Because it actually worked for me. I had done the same stuff and it worked for convincing my dad that I don't want to go to coaching academy and prepare for government job like an idiot for 7 years of my life. I'm not dumb. So yeah, it helped me convincing him. So and the number one thing that helped me was the job. Even if I wasn't getting paid, so we were wondering why am I doing that if I'm not getting paid? Do I hate my parents? No. It was because I want to get the experience about civil engineering to know that can I be a good contractor, good builder? And turns out, sadly, I'm not going to be a good builder, and I'm doing civil engineering. And he just thought about it. Or if nothing else, he'll handle my business. Turns out I'm actually bad at that. So here's some stuff, things I'm actually trying out to work. Currently, learn like thumbnail designing, video editing. Video editing is hard for me. So anyway, that's a different point, but start taking responsibility. That's step number three. Step number one is most important. Step two, step three. Go, we can go actually step by step. I think you should go this step by step, but follow all 6 steps. Now, step four, and this is really important one. Do not look lazy in front of your parents. What do I mean by that? If you are watching TV, playing video games on computer, scrolling on phone, don't do that in front of them. Obviously you shouldn't be doing this stuff. You should be lowering and destroying your addiction and all. But yeah, if you are playing video games for 8 hours a day, it will take you 3 4 5 weeks to get the addiction to zero. In between that 4 week gap, you will have from this 8 to 7 6 5 4 3 2 1 0. It's going to take time. So till then, what you should do is, here's an important tip: go in your own room, have the earphone, not headphone, earphone, because with headphone you can actually kind of sound kind of leaches out. So close your door, put on the earphone and do your addiction. But most important one, reduce the amount. Obviously if you're doing job, you have less time to play video games and watch garbage YouTube videos and all that bullshit. But you should lower your addiction still to completely end it. Have this aim. If you want a guide on how to destroy any addiction, or do you want to guide on specifically your own addiction, like what specific addiction you have, do you want to specific help questions, just put them in comments. I will help you out 100%, because I know quitting addiction is really hard. I had like anime and hentai addiction. It took me around, I think it was 3 weeks, 3 to 4, to quit it. So it takes time, okay? It takes approximately a month on average, because I was an average person back then, and I'm actually above average now. So there you have it. Third step: do not look lazy. This includes things like just lying down and you just came out from 7 p.m. because you have to do overtime. Go and take a rest in your room. If you don't have your own room, I don't know, go take a rest in toilet. But do not take rest in front of your dad, especially your dad, nor your mom. Because you look like a lazy boy if you do that. If you don't do that, they don't know you took a rest or not. They'll say, oh, he's just energetic all the time. You basically have to convince your parents doing this stuff that you are a man. So yeah, you have to do it. You just have to just eat food, come back home, eat food, take a rest in your room. Don't take a rest in front of them, because what happens is that they'll see it kind of as a laziness. They won't tell you. Your dad will say, "Oh yes, understandable. It's hard work. You came back rest." Your dad will say, "Yes, understandable," but in his mind, he'll kind of think it as a lazy. He'll look at you as someone who is lazy. He's not going to say it himself. He doesn't know. It's just a psychological thing. Trust me, I'm good at this psychology. I'm not a certified psychologist or anything. Someone who understands. I'm not a scientist. I know how I know how science works. Okay, so in their mind, because if you think about it, when you're animals, if you see your some tribe member just resting, just lying down on a bed, like looking up, you see how he's a lazy. Even if he has worked hard, you'll call him lazy. You know he's worked hard, but you call him lazy when you are animals. And what happened is that when you are animals, we have the same brains that our hunting ancestors had, who were hunters. We have the same brain. It's just the software is changed. It's like this 4 GB RAM PC. It's same 4 GB RAM PC here. It's just that in 2000 this 4 GB RAM PC had 7 Windows 7, and now it has Windows 11. Software is the only thing that changed. Hardware is still the same. So that's the thing is, never ever rest, scroll on the phone, talk bullshit, front of your parents. If you really want to speed this process of becoming a man, especially for your parents, this is what you need to do. Stop being acting like a boy. Never cry in front of your dad or mom for the least for some time. Because what happens is that when you cry, you don't cry like a man. In Call of Duty games, like you see in the soldier is after seeing his friend died, and you look at him in the screen and be like, oh, this is the like how the man cries. This is the man cry. No, in real life, when you cry, you look like a boy. You don't look like a man. So that's another thing. That was I would include laziness and emotional control. I'll call this step 4 as emotional control. Never be emotional in front of your dad or mom. It kind of sounds like red pill and showing yourself emotionless. But your parents want you to be a man, and men aren't showing that much of emotion. Men are not emotionless. You needed to do that, but not frequently. Like, oh, you're just looking too happy, too sad, depressed. Never fucking do that. That's is bad for your own development as well. Man's the one meant to show their emotion, because let's say we are in a historical era, in a war. You can't show that you're depressed because you haven't seen your children for like past 4 years. Because if you show depression, weakness to your enemy, they'll take advantage of that. They'll fucking murder you. So it's kind of the same thing. It's just that the hardware is same, but software is changed. They will view you as a weak person back then, and they'll view you as a weak person now. It's just that they want, and obviously not going to kill you or anything. So never you have this emotional control. Step 4. Step 5 is to, if you are like low quality friends, both male and female friends, cut them out of your life. When I said cut them out of your life, what does that mean is block their phone number. Do not go to their home. If they come to you, tell them to fuck off. Let me tell you a story what happened. In the second year of my college, I actually I didn't come from like first year, because I came from like diploma, then I did degree in the second year directly. So in that second year, I found some people, I wouldn't call it friend. They were fucking bullying me. They were making fun of me all the fucking time, every single day. Every single time I go to them, just make fun of me. I was like the center of this circle, like this friend, I was in a friend group, but this group, I was at the center and getting attacked by all the side, everyone fucking attacking me, just making fun of me all the time. And sometimes they would physically attack me. And this shit actually reached to like the extreme point where when I go to the toilet, they were literally turning out the lights and throwing water on me. On the third year, after like literally entire year, I just gone to the anti-ragging committee in my college and filed a complaint. They took the action, didn't take like the legal procedure, going to the police or anything. But I don't know what they tell them, because they just told me wait outside, and they never really like talked to me ever again. They never made fun of me ever again. This is what you need to do if you're in a college, you're getting bullied. Then the only reason you would say no, 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 they are not that bad of people, because you're little boy. You're a little bitch. I don't like to use the word bitch, but you are. So the thing is, you think this is what you believe, or if I quit this group of people, I will not get any friends. To begin with, they are not your real friends. This is applicable for both men and women, but it is more of applicable for men, as you can see why. Male friends. They just make fun of you all time. And here's the thing, if you have got an accident on road at 3 a.m. in night, and you call your friends, so-called fake friends, will they come to help you? Will they even ask, oh, where, how, what happened? Okay, maybe they ask, but will they come to help you? Will they rush and say, oh, hang in there, buddy, just 5 minutes, I'll be there? Will they call hospital? Will they call ambulance? No. Even if you fucking die, they don't give a fuck. That's one more thing that I want to add. I know it sounds horrible, and it obviously is. They don't give a fuck whether you live or die. They're making fun of you all the time. Do you know like what happens to like the person who get bullied? They become suicidal. They won't commit suicide. After committing suicide, the bully just finds another victim, another fucking goat to play with, another fucking goat to just fucking eat. They have no emotion. And this is what happened. This is the reality. When they stopped making fun of me, there was a boy from just to do colleges. So we come in a bus, and there's a diploma student and there's a degree student for engineering, diploma and engineering degree. So the diploma is actually for 3 years. You basically just something you do before degree. So there was a boy who was short. He was a fat, and he was like chubby face, like most Indians are, like this big face, bloated stomach. They start to make fun of him. They get a new goat now. Because the anti-ragging committee, they couldn't make fun of me, they couldn't attack me. They were actually fucking attacking me, like physically. Obviously not with like some bamboo, some stick or anything, but they were. with hands, face. Yeah, we had even fight. Like I actually fight and realized that I'm not a good of fighter. I'm weak. Start kind of thinking of going to the martial arts, but it has its own problem with me going to the club of martial arts or kickboxing. That's a different story. But they just found a new god. Like they started to literally fucking harass him, bully him. He was younger than every one of them, and they just started fucking doing that. And now they like I don't like live with them or anything. But now when I actually gone to the bus, since I'm not going to college for a long time, because I was doing the job as I said. So I just seen them. There was a new guy. I never seen him before. They are making fun of him. I was like, oh, now this is a third goat or maybe I don't know fourth, fifth goat. They just view you as like a goat. I'm not sure if I should be using the word goat. They view you as like a chicken. Oh, eaten one chicken, second chicken, third chicken, fourth chicken. You're a chicken to them. You're nothing. When you eat chicken, you just do feel like, oh, this chicken murdered. Maybe if you're like a vegan, vegetarian, maybe you would. But you don't really think much about it, do we? That's the way it is. You're fucking chicken to them. So they were never your friends in the first place. If you're in this type of group, just do like the previous things that I told you, like the building physique, making money, responsibility, don't being lazy. What will happen is that if you do these 4 steps, you will in 4, 5, 7 weeks, up to 4 months max, absolutely max, you will have better, higher quality friends if you just do 4 things, these 4 things, along with improving your social skills. Obviously, you need a social skill to advance in your career, do business. Yeah, it's all requires social skills, man. I will make a full guide on that. You can check it out on this channel. Yeah, it's, if you're watching not this from, if you're watching someone who's don't speak like English, well, I actually made it in English because this one was I was making videos in Hindi, but decided to make it in English. I might actually make a 2 different channels because I know 3 languages. Third one is Marathi, so second is Hindi. Yeah, I'm going to make 3 channels for that, but you can go click on this channel and see the video name, so full guide on social skills something. You can watch that. It's a complete guide, and this is for beginner friendly. Like if you're absolute beginner, this is what you need. You'll have a higher quality friends in like within few months to few weeks, depending on how hard work you are actually going to do. So quit this group of friends. And now if you're thinking, yeah, but my parents don't really know what group of friends I have, it doesn't, they just don't know what group of friends you have, but it kind of reflects in your day-to-day work, in your day-to-day life, in your day-to-day decision. If you are low quality friends, you're going to make low quality decision. They just they don't, obviously they don't know, but bad for you. Just make shitty decision. You feel more of a loser. They don't fucking worth any money. They don't worth it. They never help you. Just take help from you. You may be thinking, oh, but they just help me with assignment and college. You fucking boy. They are not worth it. And there's a benefit to that. They don't fucking worth it. Don't fucking spend time with them. Trust me, I had like way more growth in my life, better mental health, even better physical health after quitting that group. I was sick of their torture. They're literally torturing you, bro. Don't be like kind of a person who will just listen and be like, no, they are not that bad of people. Please take action, bro. Because of the 5 years, you will wish that should have taken action earlier. Right? After a year, I just wish that, man, I have wished I took action early. It was 1.5 year. Probably it was definitely 1.5 year. I wish that I just could have taken action earlier. And the reason why they make fun of you is because when you first meet them, they just start testing you. Are you a good chicken or not? The way they do that is they'll just snap you like on your back, just fun, like just a bit like hit you on your back. They just make fun of you a little bit, and they'll see how you react. If you say make fun of them back, if you fucking hit them back, they'll know, oh, this is not a chicken. Then what happens is that they just wanted a chicken. They realize you're not a chicken. They will never come back to you ever again. They never wanted a friend. They just wanted to play with. Just wanted to try to play with. So here's the thing: when a dog tries to when dog like bites to his owner, it doesn't go and directly bites him. It just snatches him a bit. It's just some snatch on his hand, or he just tries to bark him, and he sees does his owner, how does his owner react? If he reacts like a man and still like I don't know, obviously you shouldn't be eating the dog, but gets angry at the dog. Guess what? The dog knows, oh, I shouldn't attack him. He's more of a man, not a chicken. But if the owner don't do anything, the dog just thinks, oh, he's weak. Let's attack him. So yeah, it's hard to get out of this friend circle because once you even decided, they will still find you and they may even attack you. Like I actually tried to do that. I just tried to get out of the friend circle. Not I won't call it friend, but tried to get out of those people's circle, and they just kind of like finding me. I just separated myself from them. They would still come and make fun of me, and all of this happens for one reason, that when beginning at the beginning they just try to make fun of your bed and you just like, okay, it's fine, it's never fine. It's something like this generation of boys just don't know the difference between casually just friends talking and just laughing and freaking bullies. They just don't know the difference. You need to differentiate it and leave this circle. Maybe just complain those people to the college if you're in college, and show them that you're a man. You're not going to take a bullshit. And next time, just do one thing: do not ever silence down when someone else makes fun of you or like fucking snatches you and back. Like, don't act like a man. You may not be that strong. Like, yeah, fine, but just freaking say something. Have that build up a bit of a resistance, that bitterness. They should just feel like fucking hate this guy. I don't want to attack him. They should feel like that you're somewhat not of a chicken. So that's what I end up with. Going to end this point with, and let's talk about the final level, which I said leader. So, what is a leader? So, right now, your dad is the leader of the family because he provides for the family, he makes the decision, he's the most experienced one. But in the future, you're going to be at the level 5, the leader, because your dad will take retirement. He might have, something might happen to him, like happen to many people, like heart attacks, diseases, thousand different diseases, man. So you have to be prepared for to becoming a leader. So how do you become a leader? First, clear the 4 steps. If you are at the level 0 step, please start with maybe level 1. Clear up that shit up, man. Like, use water, don't use the soap, and quit the addiction. So you have to clear all the 4 steps, and then you just progressively overload to become a leader. So this leader thing, like, when are you eligible to become a leader of a family? When you make more money than your dad, when you're better decision making than him. Also, when you're like more of a masculine man than him, like you just are more masculine. So when you just clear out this, got these 3 things, clear the 4 steps, no, 4 levels, you can become a level 5 even when your dad is like, I don't know, 63, 50, 55, whatever the age your dad is, you can become the leader. And you may be thinking, oh, well, then he's a leader, so how, what? Well, in a family, there can be 2 leaders. This is not a jungle where even in jungle there are more than 2 lions. In hero, there are more. In movies, there are more than 2 heroes. So why not 2 leaders? So you don't have to think about, oh, when my dad will retire, I'll take the leadership. No, you should be prepared right now because anything can happen. Like people dying from heart attack, and these are like the healthy people who go to gym. Nothing is eternal, man. Like everything comes to an end. So you should be preparing to become a leader after completing the 4 steps, 4 levels. And just know there can be 2 leaders in the family. Nothing wrong with that. So with that said, this is the full guide to how to actually have a better relationship with your family. And also, I'll actually like to give a bonus tip on the friends when I talked about. Well, the sooner you quit the better. And also, if you think your friends are good, and if someone is your friend and who's in the similar situation like this that you are in, share this video with him. If he's in the same situation as you and makes fun of you and says this is a bullshit video, you'll know he's not really your friend, because I'm telling you to level up in your life. And he's same addict, he's addicted to same alcohol or what are the things people are addicted these days, like junk food, TV, mobile, cell phones, like Instagram, Twitter, thousand different things. So he's an addict, and you send him the video, he'll actually hate you. So you'll know who to cut out of your life. I'm not saying to just purposefully send this video for only this type of people. Also send this video to someone who actually needs the help, and also like and subscribe to the channel. Why? Because if you like this type of content which is unconventional, not something that only this research paper shows that, I'm like, yeah, the research paper shows something that this study shows that eggs are really healthy for your body and they help boost testosterone. Do you eat the eggs yourself? Turns out that the YouTuber who's saying that was actually a vegan. So, do you know, like, they don't do these things themselves. Like, most of the YouTubers who gives you advice have never implemented things by themselves. But I did. Then you definitely want to subscribe the channel and like the video. Like the video. Thank you.